What's up, Aries? Thanks for coming back and checking out my channel. I trust you all been out there kicking ass and taking names. No, I'm just kidding. I hope this message finds you all in abundance and peace and love and joy. We're going to be continuing on with our February weekly readings. This is week number 2 for February. So we just want to looking at the message. We got a jumper. We got a jumper. We got a page of swords jumped out at us. So let's keep that in mind. I have a feeling some of you guys might have your eye on the page of swords as somebody with air influence in their chart. Beautiful young person. Okay, let's keep looking here, asking Tarot what are the messages for Aries for the second week of February 2017. Yes, indeed. Thank you guys for all the likes. Last week's readings went over really well. So well, in fact, I had like some of the big like psychic money making conglomerates try and bully me off of YouTube right away. It's kind of funny, but this isn't about me. This is about you. I just want to say thank you for giving the thumbs up to these videos. You know, that's the only monetary I need, is knowing that, you know, somebody enjoyed it and was helped. So overall energy, we've got a strength card here. Reverse, and this card is saying that there, I believe you guys had this up in your house of creativity last week. Now we're moving this into an overall energy, so that's really good. Reversal or upright here when it's at the bottom of the deck is kind of like a moot point. We're going to be just looking at this as strength. This card could mean some passion and some excitement coming for you this week. Overall in maybe in your Valentine's Day, and that heightened energy at the full moon. And you know how full moons are, everybody goes gaga. So here we are in your grounding position. We got a Two of Pentacles reversed. Great card to have in your grounding position. Normally when this card is upright, this means things could be a little bit up in the air, kind of a little bit uncertainty. But with this one kind of reversed, and the fact that it's a pentacle in your grounding in position means that there are things that are taking root. This could be investments. This could be like decisions you've made about new investments that are like kind of solidifying now. Like you're actually putting them down on paper. You might be calling your broker, your financial advisor, and like actually getting them down and cemented in. For some of you, others, this might be like entrepreneurial ideas that are taking root within your core. Like you're not just pondering them anymore. You're actually like writing down outlines and writing down plans. So this is a really good card to have in your grounding position. It shows that you're like kind of going forward and like going to make a little bit more of yourself in life. Not that you weren't something already, but we're always in that constant spot of expansion. And speaking of expansion, the big full moon coming here on February 11th, I believe. We've got, here number 18, the moon reversed in our house of creativity. So this here is showing that there might be like not much going on here. You guys might be just kind of like straightforward, analytical thinking, bridging some gaps, like making plans with people, and like not so much being like into your hobbies, or like you're sidetracked on other things like stuff like that. You guys, I don't have a feeling or a sense that you're being faced with too many problems. Like it's almost like the universe has kind of got light energy around you. It's not throwing too much at you. I don't see too many problems. For those of you that may be facing something this week, it won't be major, I don't think. If there are overall like longer term problems that some of you might be dealing with, it shows that this week is probably a time for action. This week probably isn't a time to dwell. Okay, this is like effective like problem solving, like an end to disillusionment. You're seeing whatever problem that's facing you for what it really is. You're not like making any bones about it. You're not in denial about certain aspects of a problem that you could be facing. But I don't think for many of you that's the case. I think for many of you that card is just showing that it's more like straightforward analytical thinking this week. So that's okay. And then here in the gut instinct, we've got a King of Swords reversed. So that's kind of neat to see that. This could be a person that you're needing to deal with. This could be someone with air influence in their chart that you're needing to deal with, and they're being a real bit of a like button heads with them a little bit. This might be something here where you need to like hash things out with somebody. This could be surrounding work, or this could even be surrounding home life. This isn't really showing up too much as a problem. This is again coming back to your like straightforward thinking again here. This is a mental card. And for those of you Aries that have a lot of air in your charts, this is a very masculine card to have for Aries reading in the gut instinct position. This is like masculine energy, like powering through. So this, I'm not sure if, looking back to last week, if this was there or not. I believe there was something similar, but maybe not. So this here, it just shows, yeah, clear-cut decision making again, going into this second week of February, and standing behind your convictions. Like no wishy-washiness, like no like telling people like, oh, I'd be okay if you did this or that. Just be like, I want, like if you're in a position of authority, just tell people the way it is. Like tell them it the way it is. Okay. And then here we go into Sacred Heart area. We have Eight of Swords reverse. So that's good. I think this here, Eight of Swords, if this is an upright, I'd be like, oh, somebody's in denial, somebody, you know. But this card upside down here, this means like you're starting to see all aspects of situations in your life. It's almost like a new way of thinking that some of you have embraced, to be like when something arises, you're gonna like not just like jump to this quick conclusion about it. You're gonna kind of like weigh all aspects of people and situations that come your way that like cause you to like, you know, you have to deal with them. And it shows you being fair here in this situation. This is also something, this is a larger area in the heart. This is something that's taking more than just the second week of February. This is taking longer. Whatever this may be surrounding home, real estate, and family life here. Something that, a situation that's taking a little bit longer to deal with. So again here, I think that you gotta make some clear-cut choices about it, but like nothing is gonna really be resolved in your heart this week. Whatever it is you're going through, you're kind of just gonna have to go in a little bit more, internalizing and meditating on it, because this is taking a longer period of time with this Eight of Swords. It shows that some of you might be deliberating about certain aspects of people in your life that might be like you might not be able to tolerate anymore, or certain things about other people that are really bugging you, and what you can and cannot accept, you know, in terms of your own personal journey that other people are presenting. So that's why I think why this might be showing up in a place of Sacred Heart here, this Eight of Swords. So we'll keep an eye on that going through the rest of February. Hopefully with that energy will clear up. It doesn't really look stuck because it shows that like you're like looking at all aspects, which is very important to do. You're not just in denial about like things. So that's good. And then in Personal Truth, we have Six of Wands. So again, I think this here is really you, Aries. This card, like, for even though it's a lower pip, it's like this is really you. This is really you taking charge. This is you like moving forward in life, and speaking your personal truth. This is a sense like you're taking it all things in, weighing aspects, and then making clear-cut choices. I still, like, continuing on from last week, Aries, I think that this is still a situation where you're really in your own here. You're really charging forward with a lot of confidence. You have to watch it doesn't border on other people aren't perceiving it as arrogance, or immaturity. You know, I gotta say it, but you know, this confidence, it has to be sort of managed in a way, especially if you are in this position of authority here. You kind of really gotta watch your P's and Q's. You'll get things done. You get people to do the things that you need them to do, but you have to make sure like that your success as a result of it isn't coming across as like arrogant, or like that other people feel used. Okay? So that's not really a warning. That's just something that could come up, because, you know, we all have to deal with other people, and like we all see things in a different way. We're all doing what we want to do, right? Okay. Wow, here we go. In vision questing, there's a Queen of Cups here. So wow, this is a strong feminine energy. This is a very psychic card. For For a lot of you, this could be like reflections of significant others. You are traditionally a good match with people with a lot of water in their charts. This is a highly emotional time. For some of you, like V-Day and the days surrounding it could be like very endearing, very romantic, and like kind of like long snuggles and long cuddles and things like that is what I'm picking up on this card. Like almost like visioning and like being in a state of bliss here is what I get from this Queen of Cups coming in this vision questing, because when you have emotion and spirit with a fire sign, it's like you have all the elements here for bliss, especially for those of you in partnerships. For those of you that may be single here, I think this is a good time to really like get into like treating yourself, whether it be like massage or like candles of bath time and things like that. That's going to be really good to help settle the aware mind down before bedtime and get you into a place of just like feeling like bliss within your meditations. So that's good to have there. Again, Aries, it's a strong month for you. Your cards are coming up really good. We got 4 Pentacles reversed, which showing here again, I think it reverts back to these things. We've got ideas about investment and like money making ideas taking root, and we're effectively carrying out our plans this week. And this card here is that there's not going to be too much insecurity surrounding these decisions. This here, it shows like whatever it is that you're doing is profitable. With this 4 Pentacles reverse coming down and going up sort of this step from grounding to personal truth to crown, it shows like that you're going to carry things out, these ideas that you've rooted out in such a way that it's showing that it's going to be profitable. So you're going to be, some of you could be seeing like return on investment or promise in a certain market or a certain area, in partnerships and dealing with people. That's going to be very good for you. And at least the roots of it are going to be there this month. The signs of it are going to be there this week. As far as like some of these things that we're seeing from tarot in this, with this Queen of Cups, Psychic and Spirit Journey, and this and Sacred Heart, this could just be a little bit some clues that are coming our way through this reading of some things that are taking longer periods of time. But it shows here you're kind of taking some action this week to facilitate that. So that's really good. Most definitely. Kind of the day-to-day stuff going on this week, I just see you being you, really. You kind of moving forward through life. And like I said, you have to be watching and careful how you're affecting people around you. There's a little bit of risk of creating some bad karma in interpersonal stuff, but as long as you stay cool, calm, and collected, which I think you will, there's a chance some of you might blow your tops, like just due to confusion, potentially, but as long as you keep your cool, it shows that you're putting the seeds in place for like larger returns or larger rewards coming your way through current actions. And that again goes back to this Strength card here. This, I believe, relates to this Queen of Cups in a passion side of things being very good for you. And this as well just relates back to this other house of personal truth, like moving forward and being yourself, because so far so good, right? Being yourself is never like gotten you into any trouble unless you do blow your top. So yeah, there's no reason to change your current path from what I'm seeing this week, Aries. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I'm glad things are going well for you, and they're going to continue to do so. And yeah, this week flew by. This next week I'm sure is going to fly by as well. So I will be seeing you very soon, Aries.